everybody. I'm Elle. I'm a registered dietitian and the owner of Eat Well Elle. Welcome to my office. I'm starting these videos to give you a little more knowledge about what kinds of things we talk about in nutrition education sessions, but also give you some kind of food for thought and tidbits for you to take home and reflect on what your eating routines and health habits are so that you can really optimize your body, your health, your mindset around food. I want to start by talking about one topic that often comes up. People don't realize how much it needs to be talked about, but I end up talking about it with nearly every patient, and that is why do we eat? I've kind of broken it down into four main reasons. And I'm not talking about the biochemistry, like why do your cells need energy or what do they use the energy to do. I'm talking about our mindset around food and how we make food choices. Making food choices requires a lot of brain power. We come up with hundreds of decisions a day around food. And so knowing why you're choosing to eat will help lead you to making better choices for your body. So the first one, and really important that people don't always know until we start to chat, is social pressure. So a lot of people eat because they're being fed. And that could look like an aunt sending over your favorite cookies, a parent making a meal and kind of suggesting that you have extra portions. It could look like a birthday party for a coworker or a corporate event where you're being fed a meal. There are so many reasons that we might eat for other people. And those are times that we really have to take a step back and ask ourselves, is this what I need right now for my body and my health? Sometimes the answer is yes, and that's okay to participate. Many times the answer is no or yes with an asterisk. Like, yes, I want to participate, but maybe with a different portion or doing it a different way than it has been presented to me. So social pressure is a huge one, and just figuring out when are you eating for that reason, how to say no when you need to, how to prepare yourself for those situations so you're not feeling hungry and stuck when you don't like what's offered. The second one is schedule. So, do you have a break at a certain time of day for work or for school? Do your kids come home starving from an activity and you participate in a snack even though you're not really hungry? So, if there's ever a time of day that the clock hits an hour and you eat because that's just a normal time to eat, that is such a great conversation topic for you to either have with yourself, maybe with like a journal, and figure it out, or to have with a dietitian in a one-on-one session and kind of nail down what part of your routine is honoring your hunger cues and what part of your routine is just happening out of habit. Those habits aren't always serving you. And if you come to a dietitian wanting to make change, sometimes those habits are why you're in the situation you're in. And those can be hard to switch around. But that's why you have a coach and a mentor and a dietitian who knows a lot about food and food routines. The third one is the most important, even though every single one of these we could spend a whole appointment talking about. Hunger is a big one. So I'm hoping that you're eating when you're hungry. And I'm hoping you're not avoiding eating when you're hungry. So understanding how to say yes when you are hungry and how to say no when you're feeling satisfied is so important. And it's really vital to you making healthy decisions for yourself every day. And if you have kids or you're a teacher or a coach, it's important that you're able to do that for yourself so that you know how to do it for the next generation and teach them when maybe it feels easier because they're younger. So learning about your body's hunger cues, when you need to eat, how much you need to eat to satisfy that hunger, taking into account your health goals, your body size goals, your exercise goals. These are all things that need to be considered. But bottom line, eating when you're hungry or not hungry. So important to think about when you're deciding, am I having too much or too little? The fourth and final reason that we eat, I'm going to put in one huge broad category that's emotional eating. A lot of people think of emotional eating as a time when they're stressed and they eat, but it is not just about a negative time when you feel anxious or stressed. It's also when you feel bored. It's also when you feel like you don't really know what to do with your time. Sometimes social, sometimes not. Have you ever felt like you have a friend where the only thing you know what to do with them is to go grab a coffee or to go out for a beer? This is a time that's probably both emotional eating and social pressure eating, so a great one to reflect on. If you feel like you're eating out of an emotion, positive or negative, you're feeling sad, you're feeling happy. Did your soccer team just win a game and you went out to get a drink or a pizza or an ice cream, depending on your age? All of a sudden, you're eating maybe more than you wanted or needed because of a reward, because you were feeling positive from this emotion and you were rewarding yourself with food. So, reflecting on emotional eating, why you're eating, what you feel when you eat is so important to learning. Am I eating at the right times? And am I eating the right amount? So, if any of this resonated with you and you want to learn more, check out my social media at EatWellL, or go to my website and click on more information about one-on-one sessions. But I hope these four little tidbits can help you when you're trying to make some health change and figure out what you want to eat, when, and how much.